that. Let's.
I just went to your Facebook really quick. I was
My
like,
Facebook? Are we
Yeah.
friends on You're on Facebook? We're
I
live.
just searched.
Hi, and welcome to Talk Chef. I'm one of your hosts, Reka.
I'm your other host, Jordan.
And today we have a very special guest. It's Jeremy Culhane.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, it's me.
You might recognize Jeremy. He's all over TikTok. He also was in the second season of American Vandal. He was on the the Heather show on Paramount Plus, but I said Paramount instead.
Paramount.
Also, I know him from my UCB Herald team. That's right, my team, not his team.
Okay, kind of cool. That's all the places I know him from. Also, a very great UCB sketch team called Moon Goon.
Oh yeah, also a friend, I guess.
And also Actors on Actors on Actors, the podcast.
Artists on artists on artists on artists. But that was close enough.
No,
I mean, we had you on it, but that's fine.
I run Actors on Actors on Actors. You run Artists. I forgot. I confuse us sometimes because your background is me and my background is you.
Yes.
Incredible. Well, Jeremy, welcome to Talk Chef. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. I've never ever watched Top Chef before, so this was exhilarating for me.
We love a
newbie.
Yeah, we love to be the reason someone dips their toe into the broth of Top Chef.
My toe was fully braised.
I love that. Okay, I have a question. I was about to call you a Top Chef virgin. And I know that like virginity is a construct and like, yeah, oh yes, okay, sure. But is it still like, are you allowed to make fun of people in the year of 2022 for like being virgins? Like, can you dunk on someone, like not actually making fun of them if they are a virgin, but like, could I dunk on someone by being like, yeah, you're a virgin or whatever, even if they're not, you know what I mean?
I think so. I think it's fine.
Rika, what do you think?
I find it really boring. Are you about to call Jeremy a virgin?
What do you think, you virgin, right?
You freaking virgin. That's such a virgin response, to be honest.
I just think it's such a funny thing, especially sometimes to like men on the internet that are like rude to me.
Oh, sure.
That's kind of like the person that I want to say that to, because I know that's the person that'll be like, no, what? No, I do stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's fine if you're, maybe this is incorrect to me, but for someone that you know has obviously lost their virginity, to call them a virgin, hilarious.
Right.
Somebody that may be struggling losing their virginity and it's a soft spot, maybe that's a problem.
I would say for someone who it seems like their number one point of pride is that they're not a virgin, and then they use that to kind of expel toxic behavior online, I would say you can hit them where it hurts, wherever it is, verbally. It's funny. I wrote a Reductors article. I promise this is relevant. And it was called like, virginity is a construct, not that I am one, ew. And picture. So we all did a Reductors photo shoot where they used our pictures as stock pictures.
Huge mistake.
And the ones they used for me are very funny. And they used my own picture for that.
Oh, no.
I was like, well, I mean,
because the fake is virginity.
Okay. Anyway, so that brings us really swiftly into some orders of business. You guys know Talk Chef is a food charity-based live stream, and that is still, true. It's always been true. It still is true. And I'm pulling up the number right now, Jordan.
Oh yeah, I made the donation. It finally happened. So I'm sorry it took me so long. It takes a really long time to add up everybody's Venmos and make sure the number is right and then make sure all the things get out. But we did raise a bunch of money.
Can we get a little drum roll? Okay, for the San Antonio Food Bank, we raised $1,880.31.
That's insane.
Angel's excited. Good job, Angel.
Oh my God, good job, Angel.
That was literally $1,000 more than I expected you guys to raise.
Thank you.
Jeremy, yes.
I'm a freaking virgin. Come at me, man.
Guys, that's all thanks to you. Thank you so much for all of your support. We raised over $1,800. That's fucking incredible. So that donation, that is including our lovely donation made independently from our viewer who bought the Dimension 20 fan. All that money has been donated to the San Antonio Food Bank. So thank you. That is our first order of business. Second order of business is a secret we didn't tell you, Jeremy.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Sorry to be a BITC virgin, but
Bitch virgin. Bit virgin.
just like every episode of Top Chef is a quick fire, we on Top Chef also have a quick fire. It is not food based. It's not cooking based. It's all food preference based.
Thank God.
I know.
Okay.
I know it's kind of stressful. It's the fastest quick fire in Top Chef history. It's 45 seconds, which I know really fast for some people. But just in case you need incentive to answer these 10 questions in 45 seconds, there are some prizes at stake.
Okay.
Okay. I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm tuned in. Okay. Are we on a train for this? Okay.
So your first prize could be a deed to the Turlotto wine vineyard.
Ever heard of it?
Oh my gosh. No, I haven't, but I think I did.
That's because no one has. It's a made up wine for Top Chef.
Yes, they sponsor.
Wow.
What people will think I'm just repeating the same things every week, and in truth, I am. I felt like when I watched Top Chef, they sponsored every season.
Every season.
Like 3 seasons.
Yeah, I started watching Top Chef when I was in middle school, maybe whenever it started. And I was like, wow, Turlotto wine is the world's most popular wine. This is the classiest and also most drank wine by everyone on planet Earth. And now I know that that's wrong.
I think I've made this comparison before. I'm like, is it almost like Tool Time is to Home Improvement? Like, it's not real. It is real.
So it's a made up brand that they just use for the show?
No, it's a real brand, but it's almost impossible to buy. You can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's just very hard to track down or really hard to buy a bottle or something. It's just very stupid. So you'll win a deed to that. Christine believes, okay, this is funny. So Tony Turlotto and Tony Turlotto Jr. are the names of the founders of Turlotto Wines. And one of our viewers thought that we were making that name up because it sounds very silly.
It does really sound like a bad herald name.
Yeah, exactly.
Tony Turlotto.
Well, we make the name we make up is Danny Tortellini. We say Danny Tortellini is the founder of Turlotto Wines.
That's literally less than a degree away of crazy of Tony Turlotto.
They're in the same cinematic universe. So you will win a deed to that vineyard.
Okay.
You'll also win your own personal suite of broken GE appliances, just like you see on Top Chef.
Fully
this
broken.
is fantastic.
Yes.
I'm pumped.
Unusable.
Fryer that doesn't get up to temperature, an oven that drops temperature, a refrigerator whose door doesn't close. All of that could be yours.
This is so exciting and I'm pumped.
We're so pumped for you.
So I just answered 10 questions in 45 seconds.
Exactly.
Specifically the questions that I ask. It's not 10 questions in general.
Yes.
Okay.
Questions, they're all going to be Jeremy reference-based questions. So it should be easy.
I need everyone to know that I trimmed my bangs and forgot to trim this.
I was looking at that. I keep on, I guess because you're playing with it so much.
I thought it went in with these, but now I'm realizing I actually don't think it does. I think it's its own thing and I think it needs to be trimmed and I can't stop touching it or looking at it or thinking about it. So I just want everyone to know before we move on. And Jeremy, I don't want that to distract you from this quick fire.
If I don't do it in 45 seconds, it's because of those couple strands of hairs.
All right.
Charles says, thank you, God, you addressed that, Jordan.
That's my roommate. He sucks.
Okay. So, Jeremy, this semi-visible timer will begin the moment Jordan finishes asking question 1. Are you ready for your 45-second quickfire?
Yes.
All right. What would you cook with grapes?
Peanut butter and jelly.
How do you like your eggs prepared?
Over hard.
Does Michael Chiarello seem like a douchebag or a nice guy?
The biggest douchebag in the world, like Smash Mouth douchebag.
Have you ever been to Napa Valley?
Oh, I've been so many times once.
What is the most wine you've ever drank in a single night?
In Florence, I had a full bottle to myself, and I threw up and shit myself in the hostel.
What is your signature dish?
Oh, peanut butter jelly.
Michael or Brian Voltaggio?
Oh, Brian, I love a door of a man.
Too salty or not salty enough?
Too salty.
Who should win this season?
The guy with the beard, Kevin.
How great are Jordan and Reka?
Oh, we love them so much.
You did it.
Explanations. We got to hear that gorgeous double feature of a story with
That really was like more information than anyone ever has gotten.
Wow.
Oh, I really, really appreciated that, Jeremy. I think that was really beautiful.
Thank you so much.
All of
Yeah.
that garbage will be shipped to your house sometime in the next 6 years.
This is
also-
so fantastic for me. My roommates are gonna love this.
Oh, good. Rhiannon and I are also both fans that you called Brian a door of a man. I think very, very.
What does that mean?
He just looks shocked every single time somebody speaks to him. Like, oh wow. And it's like you can tell Michael is like really, I think he's playing it up a little bit, but he got the note of like, yeah, we gotta look competitive because we're brothers. And Brian just missed that note and goes like, yeah, I like my brother. He's very nice.
Yeah, well, one note that I love to bring up is that one of them was supposed to be on the show, and then they called the other brother and was like, hey, your brother's going to be on the show. You should also be on the show.
That's so
They
funny.
didn't both submit. And I don't know if they knew when that happened initially.
No. And I think the funniest thing though is they're really trying to make it seem like there's drama between them.
Yes.
But I think they just never speak, but they're brothers. It's like brothers that live in different states, you know?
Yes, exactly. And that is what it is, because they do different states. I agree. And Brian is also just less TV ready.
Yes.
Like Michael is down to take that producer note or whatever kind of, I don't know,
Yeah.
with people a little bit, even if it's annoying. And Brian is very like deer in the headlights, and like he gets a note, no spoilies, but on something once that someone said his cooking has no soul.
Really sad.
I think that's pretty devastating.
That feels very accurate because every single time they cut away to him, it was the exact same thing of, yeah, so it's grapes are pretty crazy, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he reminds me of a dad in the way of like, you know how some dads are like not very emotional, but you can also tell that they're like always on the verge of crying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what he feels like to me.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I just love though when they had that cut of him going like, oh yeah, you know, we're brothers. And even though this is a competition, I think we both want to be in the final round. And then you cut to Michael, he's like, you know, just because he's my brother doesn't mean if he goes home, I would love it. Absolutely. That'd be great. So
Like I will
silly.
kill Brian.
also knowing that reality shows are filmed, like they make you wear the same one or two outfits in your talking head,
Mhm.
and then they just take moments from the 30,000 times they interviewed you across the whole season, and they decide where to put it, even if it was not in that episode or whatever.
It's so funny.
It's
I
good.
thought, and I love this show. I really do love this show because it is the least dramatic show I think I've ever seen. And they had so many stingers of drama.
We
It's like,
love that.
oh, and you're gonna be cooking on a train, and then it's a stinger with somebody going, okay.
If you think this has no drama, you simply must watch later seasons, because they really make it even more about the food and less drama. Like I would say until season 11 or 12, you get kind of drama.
Mhm.
Maybe even 13, actually, maybe 14 and beyond, you get a little less. Actually, 15 and beyond, you get a little less
That
drama.
might be like when British Baking Show came out, which was just
Yeah.
like the least dramatic show in the world. They like
And
leaned
the
into how
Super
low.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So let's dive in here. For our quick fire, we are at the Napa Valley wine train. Padma is pregnant with her now like truly 13 or 12-year-old child, which is
That's
so,
what I was wondering. When did this come out?
this was like 2010 or 9 or something.
That's Michael makes so much more sense. now.
Right. Yeah. It's nuts. So they have to make a dish that features grapes on the Napa Valley wine train. And it's a whole different variety. They're like all different varieties of grapes. The train will be moving, so that is a thing. But the prize, should they win, it's their last high stakes quickfire, is a car. And Jeremy, are we allowed to say your
Please
little
drop the fact that car pulls up. It's literally the car I'm driving right now. It's
right now? You don't know this, but Jeremy is
you can't see it. The steering wheel is right here.
so they win Jeremy's car. They took it right from his house.
Yeah. Jeremy's in the trunk of that car. A lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
fully unconscious.
Yeah, absolutely. So gorgeous. It's also so funny because when you think about it, like, so some PA had to drive a train like kind of onto train tracks to get
Yeah.
like one shot. Anyway, very goofy. So here are the dishes that they made.
Oh, these were my favorite, I think.
Oh, really? I like a grape challenge. I think that's fun. I think
That was fun. That was unique.
they're unusual. Yeah. Okay, so here's what we
That was
got.
like a hard thing to cook with.
I think
Mhm.
it really
You
is.
wouldn't think of cooking with grapes. You don't get a lot of things. with
I
grapes.
certainly don't.
Mhm.
Drop in the chat if you think about cooking with grapes.
Yeah.
So Kevin made a honey and fromage blanc mousse, glazed grapes, olive oil, and sea salt. Keep in mind, this is kind of a dessert.
Mhm. Mhm.
I think this sounds good. I kind of want more grapes. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
It felt more like yogurt or moussey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
I
for
agree.
grapes. So that, but I will eat this because I'll do whatever I want.
Yeah.
That's my motto. But
That is your motto. You're always talking about how you'll do whatever you want.
Really rude.
And I will say, I may be the least valuable judge here. I am one of the worst cooks. I'm giving myself food poisoning all the time.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand how food works.
Can we
This is the
ask
first
you?
thing I ever learned about Jeremy.
Can I ask you about like any of your food poisoning yourself experience?
Oh yeah. One time I made myself chicken tortilla soup and I threw it for 3 days.
Chicken is not cooked properly?
I don't know because the first time I had the chicken tortilla soup, it was great. And then I waited a day and had the chicken tortilla soup cold or I heated it back up. And I think the chicken that I cooked had gone off somehow.
Had gone off. Went off on you.
It
I
popped
don't
off.
know.
In you.
It popped off.
In you.
And then another time I made myself a whole rotisserie chicken thing. Not a rotisserie chicken. I don't have a rotisserie, but I made myself a whole chicken.
Yeah.
Gave myself food poison again. I think it might be that I don't know how to cook chicken.
Good.
This is one of the first things that Jeremy ever told me about. Ever.
That's so fat. Hey, listen, Jeremy, I gotta tell you, come to the vegetarian side, a little easier.
But you know what's interesting? Actually, I've tried to get a lot better at cooking over pandemic because what else was I supposed to do? I had to fight for myself. And
I will fight for myself every single day.
I don't know if you guys know this. I use Eureka's catchphase all the time. I do what I want.
Oh, incredible. Spread the gospel.
But I just decided with my girlfriend today to do Whole30 in September. So
Good luck. Reka and I did one like 18 years ago and it was horrible.
tell me all about. I need the pro tips.
Don't do it.
I fucking crushed. I did the whole 30 days.
And vegetarian seems so much harder.
It's a pain in the ass. I threw up on day 3. It's a lot. I think vegetarians.
You threw up?
Yes, your body goes into for lack of a better word, what the fuck is the word? What is the word when you're coming off of an addiction?
Withdrawal.
Withdrawal. It goes through withdrawal is what articles say. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what these stupid Whole30 articles say.
Whoa.
The dumbest website and the weirdest community of people on earth. I promise I will get back to the quick fire dishes, but my favorite tidbit, I did eat eggs at that time, was I was looking up what's a serving of eggs? And a Whole30 moderator replied, because someone had asked that and was like, however many can fit in your hand, try the experiment, and attached a photo of her holding 4 eggs in one of her hands. The whole thread is just wordless, pictures of people holding eggs. It is so fucking funny because some people's hands are really small or some people's are really big. And one guy's hands were so big, there were 12 or 13 fucking eggs in it. And then he's like, is this a serving? And the moderator was like, LOL. And I'm like, is it a serving, ma'am? Oh, so crazy.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm really pumped to try it.
Hell yeah. Enjoy.
And God bless.
Godspeed. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. I gotta stay like, oh, I'm gonna do it, but I'm already on the fence about it.
Yeah, I will say
So sick, and I was like so sick that I was like crying about how sick I was. I felt so awful, and then I was like, I can't do it anymore on day like 14, and I had one bowl of white rice. It got where I like couldn't sleep or anything. I had one bowl of white rice, felt better than I've ever felt before, and immediately fell asleep.
it is, I will say too, it's a little hard to do if you don't cook or don't like cooking, because maybe now it's a little easier to find like Whole30 compliant shit. But I didn't break any fucking rules. They like tell you like don't put a banana in the freezer and then call it ice cream. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm stupid. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, I'm definitely gonna break the rules. I've already decided I'm drinking alcohol. I'm doing a dirty 30. But I don't really, I'm doing a dirty 30. I'm 30 years old. I'm doing a dirty 30.
Yes, dirty 30.
Are you 30?
I'm 30.
You're older than me?
Yeah, I've been older
you
than
were
you this
younger
whole
than
time.
me.
No, I'm your dad.
And
Wow.
I'm your mom, Jeremy.
Mhm.
That's beautiful.
But
Okay.
tell everybody that you know in Hollywood I'm 22. Let's go with
Okay,
22.
I remember you being 22. I remember I'm 3.
You're 3, yes. You've been trying to book those kid commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rika desperately wants to book a baby food commercial.
Okay, I don't want to keep on distracting, but I also eat baby food. Do you guys do this?
That actually, Jeremy, is called being unwell.
No. I've been trying to push this, and I don't know why more people don't do it.
Are you eating the fruit or the vegetables?
I'm eating the little veggie packets, like the little things that you push, and it's just kale and apple.
Is it Goo Goo Squeeze or whatever?
Yeah, it's Goo Goo Squeeze, or it's like farm squeeze. I don't know. It's a squeeze.
No, Go Squeeze is applesauce, Rika. He's eating baby food.
I would like to put a petition. Please sign it in the chat. I think Go Squeeze looks like this is Goo Goo Squeeze, and I don't like it. And I don't want people.
What a freaking virgin, am I right? Jeez.
I also just asked Jeremy, are you trying to do the Victoria's Secret fashion show or something? Why are you
eating?
Okay, I will say I've been eating baby food for months because I was looking for a healthy snack because I've been eating for a baby. No, but I'm telling you, it's a great little snack.
You have to eat baby food.
I'm pregnant. That's how I know my child needs my food. How it started was my roommate got these like things online that were like just basically vegetable and fruit puree, right? But there were $12 a pop. And that's what those things are. You've seen those at Whole Foods. They're like fruit and vegetable smoothies in the pouches, the bigger pouches. Those are like $12, $14 each pouch. I looked at the ingredients. The exact same things are in baby food, and baby food's $1.50. I'm telling you, it's a life hack, and I don't know why more people don't do it.
Because you shouldn't be eating those other things. Just eat a sandwich, Jeremy.
I like it.
Turn it into a sandwich.
I could turn
people in the comments are worried about you, Jeremy. They're saying you're not getting enough fiber.
I will say it's like a snack. I'm eating so much other food. So much so that I'm like,
away.
I'm not only eating baby food. I'm not only.
This is a call to action. Hop in Jeremy's DM. Encourage him other foods he can enjoy eating. Bread.
And if you do, I'm gonna send you the brand of baby food I eat, and you guys gotta try
it. Incredible. Okay. Michael then made for this quick fire a grape leaf stuffed with couscous, which is in air quotes, vinegar glazed grapes, and a scallop kebab. That sounded good.
That looked amazing.
A lot of grape shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Brian made roasted hen, bacon, Brussels sprouts, Concord grapes, ruby quinoa, and arugula. I think he did grapes.
This is exactly what he would make when I heard his voice.
What he would make. That's exactly what he would make. Especially in this season. Jason has just now noticed that Jeremy has a picture of me behind him. That is correct. Wow, that's me in 2015, if you can believe that I was ever alive then, because I'm 30. Okay, Jen Carroll then made sauteed chicken livers, clams, Cabernet grapes, wild mushrooms, and tendrils.
This looked good.
I still feel like I want more grapes, but whatever.
I feel like the Michael Smash Mouth, Nickelback Smash Mouth killed it.
Yes, I think NBS really killed it. He ends up, him and Jen end up being on the top. He takes the win and he wins the car. On the bottom were Brian and Kevin. Bummer. Fun fact, Brian Voltaggio has never won a quickfire by this point still. So that's interesting. All right, then their elimination challenge. They're going to a crush party. No need to explain what it is because we already know. So they have to make 2 dishes for a crush party. Again, we already know. Drop it in the chat what you know a crush party to be. It'll all be the same answer. Where they have to a local protein and a vegetarian dish. I think that's cute. I like that.
I liked it. It was fun.
Here is what they end up.
Okay. Not impressed. Not impressed.
It's
I will say every one of the guests was so much that every single one of the people that tried the food, I was like, you're so Napa Valley.
Yeah. Like kind of hamming it up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like how people taste wine. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You know, there wasn't enough acidity for me.
Yeah.
Get out of here, mister.
You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, absolutely. You're just making that up.
A fun fact here, Jeremy, because I do think a crush party is like wine crushing like your feet, right? Like stomping with your feet and stuff. Tom Colicchio, head judge, doesn't wear socks. We have on good authority from a
just cuz.
In general, he just doesn't like them.
He called me and he said he took my motto as well. He said, I do want. I forgot to tell you, Jordan, the reason I was up at 1 a.m. last night is because TC called me.
That is really crazy. I thought it was because you couldn't sleep, but I guess.
Because TC called me, and said, I'm the reason he does what he wants.
I will say Tom Colicchio, the first time I'm ever seeing him in my life, and he looked like he hunted whales. That's my first impression.
I think I can see that.
There's
like
something piercing about his eyes that I was like, this man's got a vendetta.
If there's a movie where like there's a good-hearted environmentalist that has to like prevail across the seas in Alaska and catch a whale hunter, comes across an iceberg with a whaleman with a spear, and it's Tom Colicchio.
That's what he seems like to you?
That exact story is when he came on stream, I was thinking that exact narrative.
That's so interesting to me. To me, he seems like just like a man
seems like
his elementary school student off at like a very expensive private school.
Okay.
Well, yeah, he did seem like a Howie Mandel cook version.
Sure.
But I could say whale version too, whaler version.
Wait a minute. Who was I with? I was hanging out with someone. Was this last week, Jordan? No, this wasn't with Izzy. Someone fully was like, oh, and Howie Mandel like hosts Top Chef.
Wait, no, I was with you for this.
This was fucking. So it must be a mutual of ours. It was so funny.
They told me to say that. They texted me and told me to say.
Remind me what it was.
Oh, it was Izzy. Okay. Someone brought up in the chat it was Izzy because I'm like, why were we both there? I'm like, okay, it was Izzy because I'm like, yeah, it sounds like I guess he kind of has game show host energy. So funny. We love that. Drop in the chat what your first impression of Tom is if you can remember it. I can imagine him being.
What was your first impression? What were both yours first impressions?
Yeah,
because you started watching this. Both of you started watching in middle school.
I watched 1,000 years ago. I feel like scary.
He was like at that time he was like the Simon Cowell was like his role. You know what I mean? And then Gail was the Randy, and Padma was the Paula.
Yeah.
Now there's been a flip. Now Gail is the
Strict.
Paula, and Padma is the Simon, and Tom is the Randy.
So he's like, you're going to Hollywood, dog.
Yeah.
Sometimes when Tom wears a Kangol hat, I can imagine him being like a disgraced New York City photographer.
I love that. Disgraced. Specifically disgraced.
Also, like Randy, I feel like it's like he doesn't get mad that often, but like if he like did get mad, it's like scary. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does
Like,
he? So
Simon-
I've never watched the show before. Does he get mad?
Like occasionally
was
get
very
disappointed
nice.
in you in like a dad way.
He'll be like disappointed. He'll be like, you guys are better than this.
Yeah.
Step it up. Or like, you're embarrassing me up there.
And you'll
And I
almost
can
feel
agree.
that in the watching it. You'll be like, they're so much better.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's check out these little dishes. So from Brian, his vegetarian dish is a goat cheese ravioli, delicata squash puree, and a bronze fennel. That actually sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Okay. His protein dish is fig glazed short ribs, celeriac puree, wax beans, and wild arugula. That also sounds good to me.
What is wax beans?
It's like a
Just
type of bean.
Like a long bean, like a green bean,
Okay.
situation. Okay, then Michael, for his vegetarian dish, made a vegetable pistou, heirloom tomato coulis, 63-degree egg, and fennel. That's
Too
Sounds
much.
good to me.
fine. You say too much, Jeremy?
It's a little too much.
I got you. Oh, Christine brings up, honestly, season 1, episode 1 of Top Chef. Ken Lee, absolute maniac of a man who played with swords and shit in his intro video, dipped his finger in a sauce in Eric Repair's restaurant, Fleur de Lis, and Tom was really pissed off. He's like, don't you dare.
That's good.
Cool. Okay, and then Michael's protein dish was turnip soup with a foie gras terrine, poached pear, and glazed turnip. I think this is probably good. It is certainly very creative. I don't know if I like want it, but I think good job.
That's something I saw and said to myself, if I ever tried, I would give myself food poisoning. Make that. And so it immediately turned me off.
Yes, yes,
It both impressed me that he
Yeah.
could do something like that, but also I was like,
yes. Absolutely.
I thought it was good. It looked great, but
Yeah.
It looks like
didn't fit the
very
environment of what.
okay.
There it is.
Thank you. Okay. Kevin, for his vegetarian dish, made roasted beets and carrots with carrot top puree and San Andreas cheese. You know I'm here for it.
Good. It sounds
That
like
looked good.
maybe a little simple, but it
I
sounds
agree. It sounds good. For his protein dish, he made grass-fed brisket with pumpkin polenta and marinated root vegetables. So that sounds good to me too. I love
That did sound
polenta.
good.
They
If
kept saying
I felt like he fit the vibe the most, but I guess it's like Napa Valley, so you've got to be a little more hoity-toity.
Sure.
Yes, he's always kind of like, I make like simple food, whatever. And Michael's always like very rude about it. He's like, oh, the food Kevin makes, at his best is the food I make on my day off.
Sure.
Okay, Jen Carroll for her vegetarian dish makes a chèvre mousse with honey, mushrooms, braised radishes, and basil. I'm sure this tastes good. It bums me out as the vegetarian dish. I'm like, basically, this is a bunch of radishes with some cheese. That
Yeah.
makes me sad.
And I can't remember now. It's slipping my mind. This was an entree.
These are entrees. I think they're
Yeah.
all entrees. I
If
mean,
it
it's
was
all
a
like,
mousse, that would be different. But an entree, no.
Would this
Yeah.
be would this be a sweet mousse, or is the texture moussey?
I'm sure it is like a salty, because it's cheese. So I'm sure it's like a salty, creamy mousse, like a savory.
Mm.
Mousse, and then she has the honey to kind of make it sweet. It's almost like a little bit of a cheese course vibe. But
Okay.
when people hear vegetarian, they do think like cheese, and that is fine. But I think like cheese does not a meal make. Sorry to be controversial.
Oh, chat, light her up.
Light my ass up. Okay, and then for the protein dish, Jen made braised duck legs, confit of duck breast, squash puree, and a foie gras vinaigrette. Yeah, sure.
I'm into it.
Yeah, and she had the little bit of a snafu with the charcoal grill and kind of had to improvise, which we love to see. So then we get to judges' table. Everyone seemed to have an issue with everything, whether that's editing or real, we'll never know.
That's
Yeah.
what I didn't understand. It seemed like they really enjoyed it, and then they
Yes.
felt like they were making up things, but also they were speaking a language which I fundamentally don't understand.
Yes, like very specific chefy.
Yes, because I think the level of talent was so good, they had to like really dive in. They couldn't just be like, this was overcooked.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. You get used to it, but yeah, I remember used to be like, I'd be like, Gail always needs more acid. Why? When I first started watching this show. So there's no real clear bottom and top for this judges table. So our winner is Brian and eliminated is Jen, which is a bummer, but you will see her again. I promise.
Sad, really sad when she goes. I think she could have won it all.
I do too.
You know, some people go.
That's
home
what I was
and they're
thinking.
like,
Do you think they kept the
The
brothers?
I
And because
think
Kevin was like a
yes.
fan favorite?
I think if one of the brothers had eaten absolute shit, they would have sent them home. I think if it was like all things else, all things being equal, probably.
Because I thought the Michael messed up the most. It seemed like they disliked his the most.
Because they were like, your soup is bitter, fundamentally, and the two things in it aren't enough to counter it.
Mm-hmm.
yes, I also think that in stuff like that, they'll get very like you're watching it and they're eating everything like yum, some of the best food we've ever had, yum. And then they get in a judges table when it's like down to this few people, and they're like, Brian,
what the fuck were you thinking?
that thing was disgusting. I threw it up.
Yeah.
Wait, this is gaslighting.
Yeah, absolutely. So bummed to see.
Also,
Jack.
do you think they take in like the rest of the season
So
into account?
they do,
I don't know.
sometimes
Yeah.
they don't.
It's so hard to know what because sometimes there are people where they mess up one time and they go home after doing well nonstop, and I'm like, what?
And that is, I believe, why they invented. There's a subsequent show or like a sister show to this called Last Chance Kitchen, where eliminated chefs can compete against each other to get back into the competition. So if you go out on something where like you truly fucked up once, or maybe like you were in a group challenge and you got eliminated even though your part was great or something, you can see people come back, which I find really satisfying, because I think
so there's like a show going on at the same time, and then
you're literally using the description of the show to, like, and at the same time, Last Chance Kitchen.
oh my gosh, that's insane.
But it only starts on season 9. It only starts in season 9. So
wow, what a fun little thing.
What a fun little thing,
like a whole like Survivor when they have like Exile Island, but it's an entire show.
Thank you. Yeah. It's also only like 10-minute episodes, so like
okay.
They're quick, and they're like I feel like at first they only did them online, and now they do them on like the Bravo app or something.
And so all of a sudden you'll be watching, and then it'll be like, and well, please welcome back like Mary. She just won from Last Chance Kitchen.
Yes. And
awesome.
I will not give any spoilers, but Jason just asked the very important question. Has anyone ever been eliminated, come back through Last Chance Kitchen and won? And I will tell you right now, 2 people, possibly 3 people have done that. I'm trying to remember. I think it's 2 people.
That's huge.
And that's,
we won't say who, just in case.
Yeah, I think it's just 2 people.
But we won't say who.
That's exciting to think about. And many people have gotten very close. A third person got runner-up.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible. So Jeremy, this was your first episode of Top Chef. What are your thoughts? Be honest, be brutal. We didn't create the show.
I was giggling the whole time. I thought it was so funny. It's so dated, especially this season, is like the fact that they cut from like you're on a train and it's hard. These like hard scenes, like, and the guy's like, yeah, I get pretty nauseous on a train. And then hard cut into like a Prius bumping down the road.
Yeah.
Get away the car. I was cracking up.
Yeah.
I could not get enough of the brothers.
Yeah.
These 2 guys.
Those 2 ding dongs.
So funny.
Yep.
Just how did they find these 2?
I thought you were going to say, how did they find each other?
How did they find their brothers? No, they couldn't have been.
They found each other.
I literally went, wait a second. And then out loud, I went, no, when I realized they were actually brothers.
Yeah.
This show put brothers against each other.
Yes. The only thing similar they've done to that is have people, like they had 2 people that were dating in Top Chef season 4.
How'd it go?
Yes.
They're not together anymore.
Yeah. You don't go through Top Chef.
That's the thing. That's how all my breakups have also happened.
But I think I cannot get enough of this Brian guy. And I think I'm going to just actually, after this, watch the season finale. Because if he wins, I want to see what he does.
Yeah, you want
if
to
Brian
see
wins,
excited for the first time ever?
Yeah,
$150,000. That's game changing.
absolutely. A true door of a man.
A true door.
Now, Jeremy, we know you said you're not a big cook, but do you have a favorite meal that you've had recently? A favorite LA restaurant?
Okay, here we go. I
Uh-oh,
love.
the gloves come off.
Okay, woo. Interesting question. I just made myself what did I make myself the other? I made myself chicken piccata and didn't get sick from it.
That's
was
good.
delicious.
Stop making chicken. It's too scary. Please stop making.
Well, I don't like to eat beef because I'm slowly trying to go vegetarian. So I dairy already I can't really do. And so I stay away from beef and pork.
Okay.
Chicken is like the last animal besides the sea, the ones of the sea.
Okay.
So I've had to adapt. But favorite food, gosh, tacos, taco trucks. What's everybody's favorite taco truck in LA or taco in LA?
Ooh.
Taco Zone, probably.
Taco Zone's not bad.
It's not bad. It's great.
It's good. It's not bad.
Jeremy,
I would say
stop.
tacos, the Via Corona is really good.
That's not a taco truck.
But that's not a taco truck. Viva, what's it? Azteca. Viva Azteca.
Okay, I haven't been there. But I also like tacos via Corona, but that's a store.
Yes. Also, best breakfast burrito in the world, Lucky Boy.
Absolutely.
No. Lucky Boy's better.
What?
So funny, Jeremy. You just said best breakfast burrito in the world. Jordan agreed. You went, no.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. I set you up. Actually. You're stupid. You're a stupid virgin for thinking that.
So funny.
No, there's no way this breakfast burrito is as good because it doesn't have as many options. It's eggs with bacon or sausage or ham, but they don't have the nopales. They don't have the chilaquiles breakfast burrito. They don't have all the stuff.
Definitely in terms of variety, but Lucky Boy, if you're looking for like greasy breakfast burrito, nothing can beat it. No, truly nothing. They serve it with ranch and salsa, and you put both on the burrito. Oh my gosh.
I'm sure it's good. I'm just like, I don't want like a bacon, egg, and cheese in a wrap, which is sometimes what it feels like to me. I want refried beans.
You want more of the burrito than the.
I
want it to be like Mexican food.
Okay.
Jeremy,
that's fair.
This isn't a question, but Animal Lover 3399 in the chat wanted to say that the Quickfire Prize is also their current car. He sound off. Do you like this car? Do you like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I would love my current. Is it my current car or their current car?
Their current car is the same car you have.
Oh my gosh, we'll do a trade.
Car is maybe the easiest way to say it. We love that. You guys are kind of car twins. I'm sorry. I had to say it.
Car twins.
Yep, everybody knows if you have the same car as someone, you are car twins. Hashtag car twins in the chat. If you are car twins with somebody, you know.
I drive a Hyundai Sonata. Drop in the chat if you're car twins with me.
I drive a Honda Fit. You know that Fit fam is strong.
I used to drive a Honda Fit. What color? Do you drive the orange? The copper?
Blue.
I was a Honda Fit copper from high school. It was 12 years going on that car, 10 years.
It sounds like you're calling yourself like a police. Like I was a copper.
I was a copper. And then, the public turned against us. So I dropped out and became an improviser. Yeah, it's great.
Wow, the worst movie I could possibly think of.
Incredible.
Also, El Sal's really good tacos. Not a truck, more of a booth.
Are you a dessert person?
Love a good dessert.
What's your fave?
Okay, he's never had dessert is what this feels like.
What's it called when they they freeze the milk and they make it sweet? I don't know where to buy desserts, but I go to Wonderlust, which is great.
That's my favorite ice cream place.
I really like it.
That's beautiful. We love that.
And then also sometimes nothing can beat a fresh fruit. Passion fruit with a little bit of brown sugar.
Jeremy, you're making an enemy out of Jordan.
Woo!
Jeez.
You don't like fresh fruit?
Fresh fruit's whatever, but if someone asks you your favorite dessert and you say nothing beats a fresh fruit, get off my pod, dude. That's what I'm saying to that.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, no.
Jordan's a real NIMBY for fresh fruit.
Dare you.
Not in my lemon tree.
What do you like sorbet?
I love sorbet actually.
Guess
We
what?
actually-
That's fresh fruit. That's just
but it's
grinded up.
different. It's different. We did a sorbet taste test today at work.
Oh my
And
gosh.
that-
What was your favorite?
Are you allowed to?
I
spill
can't
this?
say what my favorite was, but what I will say is I liked a lot of them. Like a lot of them.
Can I ask you what your least favorite sorbet you've ever had is?
Yes, the you know that company Sambazon or something? They make the acai products.
Oh,
They have an acai sorbet that tastes like there's sand in it.
okay.
That was my
Acai
least
is very hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like
No, that was my
if
least
it's
favorite.
too frozen, it's game
Well,
over.
if you have those little baby teeth, you probably can't chew some of those, like the grit. You know, you
Mhm.
like food stuff, Jeremy.
Yeah, well, that's why I eat baby food.
Yeah.
Refrigerated, not frozen. Also, key lime pie or pie in general.
Okay, I love that.
But yeah, passion fruit brown sugar. If you're sleeping on that, you're messing up.
The hell, you're trying to piss Jordan off.
Come on, dude, cut it open. The juice.
We have another pair of car twins in the chat. This is
Woo.
really just cosmic alignment. Who could imagine so many car twins on one stream? That's beautiful. Well, Jeremy, thank you so much for hopping on the show. If
Thank you so much for having me. This was a blast.
welcome, if people want to hear more from you, see more, what are your plugs? What you
Just-
got going on?
I'm big into running this AOL.com account. If you guys can reach out to me at jeremyspins@aol.com, that'd be great. Also
Jeremy-
follow me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow me at Jeremy Spins DJ.
Jeremy,
Donald
Stupid.
What's Donald Trump's app called?
Jeremy.
Real Talk.
Truth
Be real.
Social.
Truth Social. Yeah, that's it. Follow me on Instagram at Jazzy Jelly, Jazzy __ jelly. An 8-year-old has Jazzy _jelly. Don't follow her. Follow me. And TikTok, follow me on TikTok at Jazzy Jelly. No underscores there. Managed to sneak in there.
Great.
You can always reach out via email. And yeah, come see a show.
We
Yeah.
love you, Jeremy. Well,
Jeremy,
Oh, also
Jeremy,
listen to my podcast.
No, you had your time.
Artists on artists. We are very funny. Reika's in an
Jeremy is
episode. Jordan's going to be in an episode soon if
Yeah,
we
we'll see.
record more.
it was very funny, Jeremy. I had a great time. I forget what characters everyone was. No, you represented teams that you found on a soccer field or
Wait,
something.
what?
I think in the episode of the
Oh,
podcast.
yes. I represented TikTok teens.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
the
okay,
soccer
great.
fields. And you were appliances, right?
I represented TikTok people who made stuff on counters. Like
Yes, that was a counter specific. One of my
yeah.
favorite episodes of all time. It's Agents on Agents on Agents on Agents version 1.
Yes.
And it Reika killed me.
Jeremy,
Very
that's
funny.
Oh my. Well, I'm getting word from Bravo producer here, Jeremy. Before you go, huh?
They're not clear.
Say again? What the absolute hell? Oh, okay. You should have been clear. Jeremy, you are top chef.
Yeah,
This
a
is
lot of people don't
huge
know
for
this.
me.
There's 2 ways to become a top chef. One is to be on the show, and one is to be on our YouTube live stream show.
This is gonna be huge. I'm never giving myself food poisoning again
There
Well-
you go.
after this. And that's a promise.
That's a guarantee. Come over to Jeremy's tonight for chicken a la chicken, everyone. Oh boy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And next week, we are at our season 6 finale, which means it's fundraiser time. So you're definitely going to want to pay attention to the guests we've got, to the little fun things we have for prizes. So stay tuned. Check out the Talk Chef Instagram for more information. We are so thrilled to end season 6 and jump into the absolute hell that is season 7. So
Yeah.
we look forward to doing that with you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.